I was very astounded to see how fast we were able to convert, right? How well your promises were able to uphold. So we started, I believe, last week, Thursday, if I'm not mistaken. I secured the last client on Wednesday. That means 6 working days, not even working days. It was weekend in between, 6 days, right? So like 4 business days. All the inboxes are overloaded with overpromising offers. All of LinkedIn accounts, especially decision taker accounts, are overloaded with kind of overpromising offers. So that means you have to kind of stand out, right? And the only way to do this on scale, to make it mathematically viable, like a tangible model which you can actually work with, the only way to do that would be to reach out to them leveraging AI.
Okay, Vishal. Hello, how are you? Good?
Hey, I'm doing fine. What about yourself? Everything good?
Everything good. So, Vishal, we're doing this success case for people that are watching this video right now. So I'm going to ask you some questions. And the first thing I would like you to ask you is to introduce yourself. What is your company doing? Where are you from? What are the services you're offering? That would be great.
Of course, Danny. My name is Vishal. I'm the founder of Aurora. We're in the lead gen and growth market business. That means I help B2B clients book meetings with their ideal customers. I do that via omni-channel outreach, via hybrid campaigns. Fancy terms, just saying that I do cold calls, cold mails, and LinkedIn outreach for them. And we also do that specifically in the DACH region, so Germany, Austria, Switzerland.
Exactly. This is something very interesting about you, that you're doing this for the German market, right? So one of the challenges that we have was to translate everything in German. So speaking about this, how was the onboarding process for you? You can be completely honest about the onboarding process that we had when we started working together.
Okay, very good. Good question, Daniel. So starting out, I was kind of skeptical if you would be able to do the multi-language insertion here, right? Since we were working with a totally different language, which also has this kind of specific niche kind of wording. But I was very happy with it. So you provided me English scripts. What we did as a workflow is you guided me through the whole process. You told me what kind of assets we need. You gave me script examples, which I really appreciated, right? Using your expertise, we were able to build upon your proof of concept instead of me developing scripts from scratch. And that really helped out. We basically aligned everything in English first, and then we translated it, or I translated it with my native language experience, and made sure that it sounds natural, as natural as possible. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. And how long would you say it took from your time the onboarding process? I think we had one meeting for pretty much reviewing the verification part of the AI tools. How was this process for you?
Yeah, absolutely. Since we started, in December, and it was the year break, we took some time and developed everything that we needed to do. I think it took us 2 weeks to get started with everything because we took our time. Otherwise, in my perception, since we're moving very fast, right, then you're supporting me in the current process as well. I believe this could have been done in maybe like 2 days, right? We just took our time since it was the year break. The only thing that I had in mind, which is of course, very important to know, that you have to build up like LinkedIn connections from new, right? So like this kind of sales navigation subscription would be beneficial, or at least some sort of like even minimalistic LinkedIn automation tool to send out connection requests. Yeah. That is like the basis, right?
Yeah, that's what I tell to everybody that I have working right now with me, is that we need to work with new connections, and this takes some time. So if you can start with the new connections earlier, then we're going to start the process earlier. So Vishal, tell me a little bit about your service much about how did you became how this company that you're working right now was founded. If you got clients before, how was the last month for you, and what was the decision for you to, okay, let's try to jump into this space, let's try this new approach with AI videos? Yeah,
absolutely. So Danny, you helped me move into like a new realm for me, right? So what I did before, this company was founded in May 2023, so pretty young, I would say, right? We don't have even 1.5, so like 1 year, 9 months currently in track record. I used to do specific mandates, right? I've been doing tech and SaaS sales for over 8 years now, and I was introduced as like senior hire to manage teams and jump into these clients. But of course, that took up a lot of my personal time. So what we discussed is moving into more, like in some sort of providing a specific type of business, which would be lead gen. And obviously, Daniel, you're an expert in that as well, and I could leverage your expertise specifically for the channel LinkedIn and try to send out individualized videos. And actually, your approach there helped me secure the first client in this realm. Of course, the other channels are working flawlessly as well. Very happy about them. But I was very astounded to see how fast we were able to convert, right? How well your promises were able to uphold.
Perfect. Speaking about that, how much time would you say it took to convert one client since we started? I don't know how many days was this.
Brother, you know that already. You know that already. So we started, I believe, last week, Thursday, if I'm not mistaken. I secured the last client on Wednesday. That means 6 working days. Not even working days. It was weekend in between. 6 days, right? So like 4 business days. And I'm heavily surprised. Of course, luck meets preparation, right? These people needed somebody with capacity who has the expertise, and obviously we positioned ourselves very well. But I see this as a lever. I see this as a catalyst to talk to these people and actually reach out to them in a meaningful way. And that I have to admit, man, that worked. I was skeptical, as I told you before, especially for the German market, but you proved me wrong, man.
Bro, I'm happy to help, and I'm so happy that that my clients get clients fast, because this is pretty much what I'm doing this for, right? Okay, so just talking about the AI space in general, right? Why do you think that more businesses are doing this yet? Why do you think that more businesses are just, I don't know, have not jumped into this new approach yet? What is your take on this?
Absolutely. I can judge this from like just a sales perspective. All of the inboxes are overloaded with overpromising offers. All of LinkedIn accounts, especially decision taker accounts, are overloaded with kind of overpromising offers. So that means you have to kind of stand out, right? And the only way to do this on scale, to make it mathematically viable, like a tangible model that you can actually work with, the only way to do that would be to reach out to them leveraging AI. Otherwise, you're doing the same generic stuff everybody else is doing. And since what you're doing is so brand new, it's kind of like state of the art and really on the edge of what is currently possible. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be developed in the next years even better, right? So you're currently not even riding the wave, you're dominating it. And again, I want to make sure that is like an honest review. I'm a client of yours, right? That's just what I'm feeling right now, because that is a very interesting approach. Obviously, it is high cost per client. That needs to be sure. So we have to be very precise about the people you're contacting, right? It needs to be a refined list. Lead sourcing is of other help, but that is why I believe this AI wave kind of leaves out all the people who are sending generic messages. If you're not writing it, you're going to be left out sooner or later.
Mm-hmm. No, I agree with you, and it's something very interesting for me too, because we are, I mean, like you said, we're not even in the way. We're at the so beginning, and we are in this, let's say, in this point in which if it's gonna work, or maybe we have to change a little bit to work. And then also, I have to say, you also helped me a lot with your insights. And okay, then we can try this or we can try that, and that's also very interesting for me, because then we can try new stuff, right? And then at the end, if we want to book appointments and get you the clients that you want and getting clients for your service, that will be ideal. So that's the whole goal. I always keep in mind that the most important thing is not the AI, is what we want to achieve with that, right? And for us, it's getting client for the service that you provide, and then to grow, right? So this is something very important. Okay, so
yeah. And if I may add to that, right? I wouldn't have bought a service if it was an AI solution of yours, right? You got me trusted in that. And what I want to add, maybe for the people also listening, we were syncing almost every week throughout this process, right? Starting with a test batch and then improving this to scale it up. And that is what I really appreciate about your work, right? Not about the AI work, not about the technology itself, but that you put in the effort and specifically the amount of expertise and the time to make that work, right? So even if it is an approach that may be getting better very soon, what you built right now is very important because you built it.
Thank you very much, Richard, for that.
Yeah,
Okay, so Yeah, last question. Do you think that business will adopt this in the future? Or also talk about new applications that we can do with that. Just talk a little bit about this futuristic place.
Yeah, very, very good question. My prediction would be, especially SMEs and enterprises will be moving so slowly, relying on what they've learned, hiring academics, using their expertise to leverage whatever they have in sales, that it's going to be too fast for them. And as soon as it is market standard, it will be like a span of like 6 months, maybe, that people can jump onto this technology and still leverage its side. But in that case, all the people who had the knowledge up front are going to be way ahead, right? And they're going to be improving a system instead of leveraging a system that's already
Exactly.
been built. Yeah. So I believe right now is the best time to use the natural rise of that. And after that, everybody's going to be doubting if the video that was sent or they got maybe like 4 or 5 years time, if that was even natural or not, right? It's going to get so good that people are going to doubt it. And right now is the time to actually convince people with honesty. So I think it's a perfect time to leverage that. Yeah.
Yeah, what you say is very interesting, right? Because we're working in something and we're improving every week. We're making it better with my clients and everything. So in 6 months' time, we're gonna be way ahead than somebody that is just starting. Because somebody that just starting is gonna have maybe the same mistakes or gonna try the same things. And 6 months in a business and in the world that we're living right now is like, I don't know, 20 years, right? For
Absolutely.
fast businesses, it moves so fast that what we want is pretty much to just start right now and then be able, like you said, like leverage and get all the clients that we want, all the service that we need to provide for these people. And yeah, I'm actually very excited. So Vishal, any last thing that you would like to add to people that are watching and that maybe they don't know what to do, they're skeptical, like you were at the beginning?
Sure, sure, yeah. So definitely give it a try. What I would say first, if you're skeptical about the process, as I was, Daniel is very upfront about this, and he's very transparent about this. So give it a test, and he's very happy to provide you with this test. Let's just use a limited budget for that and try to test out if you achieve the results that you're looking for. And if that is the case, then you can scale it up. And of course, for me, it was I don't want to give anybody any guarantee that's going to be working out for them, right? That's not what I can promise. That's what you would probably promise. But I'm very
Exactly, I
sure
promise
that.
that. I have
But yeah,
delivered the promise so far, yeah.
and last word, brother. It's delightful to be working with you, man. Really a privilege. Thank you, man.
Perfect, Vishal. Thank you very much for your time. And guys, see you in the next video. Bye.